And you don't have to be so rigid or regimented about how you express yourself. Um, Routine is wonderful in its own way. But life doesn't, like nature, the universe, the way that things move, it's not necessarily a routine in the way that it's mechanical, but there's a certain rhythm to the way that things move. And sometimes we can take that rhythm of life and we can kind of turn that into a bit of a mechanical thing, and we turn rhythm into routine. And there's nothing wrong with routine, but you got to leave some room for some flexibility. You leave a little room for spontaneity. You got to let things kind of dance. You got to let things kind of flow and grow from out of the past. And the difference between rhythm and routine so often is, like, routine is often something that's based in the past. It's like kind of recreating something that you've already experienced and then recreating it and recreating it over and over again. And rhythm is more like, it's like acknowledging that the past has been, but now it's changing into something new. And in that freshness, it's as if you are experiencing the next, like, stanza in the poetry of life, the next chapter in the story as the page turns on its own, like the next piece in a composition of music, the next rise, the next fall, the next note. And it's so much more unexpected. There's so much more surprise. There's so much more nourishment because of that surprise. It stimulates you, it invigorates you, it enlivens you in a way that routines often can't. Because the thing is that it's important to embrace the unknown. And we are the unknown. And when we embrace the unknown, we embrace the seeming uncertainty of life, then it's as if a part of us, a deeper part of us, a more wider, broader sense of ourselves expands and opens up and is revealed to be here. And that's why, I feel that's why it's so stimulating. It's so invigorating. That's why we love to go on adventures. We love to make discoveries. We love to explore and to just kind of let our habitual ways of thinking go by the wayside and just experience something new and fresh, even if it scares us, especially if it scares us oftentimes, because that's kind of the jolt that we need to break out of the density of our human forms and our mental routines and enter into something that's wholly unexpected, fresh, etheric, magical, sparkling with life. That's really the magic that we are looking for, and that sense of whimsy that we're looking for, that oftentimes is right where we are. It takes a shift in perception. And it's like literally shifting into a different dimension of experience, a different dimension of feeling, where everything is always shifting and changing in accord with our willingness to meet it and to match it with the same level of spontaneity and freshness and purity, even the purity of being.